So welcome everybody onto our Team YOLO Down Under team meeting for a Monday night. Before we kick off, I'll just get everyone to place themselves on mute and then we'll have questions at the end. So my name's Candy. I'm a sales coordinator in the Juice Plus company and I've been with them for just over 2 years. So tonight it's my privilege to be able to share the exciting and importance of doing a 90-day game plan. And we were just chatting about the people who've done a 90-day game plan before on this call saw massive growth in their business in those 90 days. And the reason we do a 90-day game plan is because it gives us this clear, we really plan this clear, focused goals that we want to work towards. So a week, a month doesn't go by with us kind of just, I'd really like this, but I haven't really planned how I'm going to do it. So this is where our 90-day game plan really kind of kicks in. We get to really set some, pretty stretch goals. We can be safe or we can really go for stretch goals and try and really push ourselves because we can do anything for 90 days, guys, really. So we want to go for those stretch goals and we want to see what's possible, and it's not just about us, it's actually going to your team and finding out what their goals are. So it really gets you communicating as a whole and as a group, because I might say I want to go 12 club and then my team underneath me are all going 6 club each and I'm like, maybe I need to go 24 club. If you're planning to be going, 6 club each in, over a few. So, but it's also too, what we noticed last week is we can plan something, but we need to then work backwards. We need to break it down because there are systems when we promote and especially when we go in for clubs, when we're looking at clubs, we need to work out how long it takes to get to SDVF. And then we have to qualify the next month, what's going to fit in those 90 days. So that was a really big opener for me and the team last week, I'm sure. So grab your pens, but I want you to think big, guys. What, in the end, how do you want your business to look at the end of 90 days? How much do you want to be earning? What do you want that check to look like at the end of 90 days? How many new team do you want? How many new customers do you want? How much personal growth have you done in 90 days? How much have you stepped out of your comfort zone? How much have you grown your network of people that you're, communicating with? How many people have you added to your memory jogger? Okay, so it's not just about I want to promote to this level. Think about the big. We're really starting to grow and develop our organization. Who in your team can you really help? Who do we need to restart? Who do we need to set some really good goals with? Who needs help, breaking through with some of their team members? What do they need from you? And in the end, who do you need to become by the end of those 90 days? Does anyone find that really exciting? Like you kind of can get to be some brand new person. And I'm going to lose 10 kilos at the same time. I'm just kidding. So it's really, really exciting. You really can change your business, okay, just by giving it focus. When you have your study and you leave it, you've got 3 months to study and you're like, I'll do that next week. I'll do it next week. But what you can cram in that last week is phenomenal and you get everything done. That's what we're doing for the next 90 days. We are cramming everything in that we possibly can. We say a really strong yes, and we need to let all of our husbands, our wives, we've got men on here, our kids, it doesn't matter what age they are, tell them, make them part of your plan, okay? Tell your family, if you're asking for them to have the kids, you need to sit down with them and say, for the next 90 days, I'm giving it a really strong yes. This is what I'm hoping, and this is why I'm doing it. And tell your friends even, you might not see me much over the next 90 days. And it's not because I don't love you. It's just because I'm really, really focused. And this is why. So for me, it was in the next 90 days, I want to be able to hand over my resignation for my 1 day a week to my boss. Originally, it was to go to Bali. But when I sat there and thought about my pain, I was like, no, I need to resign from my 1 day of work a week, and I need to do it by the end of the 90 days. And it's not because I don't love it. I'm too comfortable there. It's holding me back from growing my business. So I've had to have the conversation with my husband, with my friends, and some of it's awkward because some of them don't understand. But in the end, it's not about them. If you've told them what you're doing, they can either raise up and stand behind you and ask how they can help, or they just don't get it. Okay? And that's not on you. So I'm going to screen share because I'm like getting all clever and stuff with this, you know. So hopefully you can see this now. Just give me little nods if you can see it, guys. Perfect. So just in case you haven't seen one before. So this is our 90-day plan. Now, before I get going, grab your diaries out because we have the official 90-day game plan with Linda Everton, you know, and the massive team here on the Gold Coast. They're going to share so much of, have I frozen again? Am I frozen?
Is it just me or is everyone frozen?
Oh, no, I thought I was frozen too, Jules.
Oh, good. Okay.
I think we're all back. Are we all back now?
We're back now.
I think it's the whole share screen thing I'm possibly thinking. So the 24th of September, please put it in your diaries, guys. We're kind of doing a little 70, 80 day. We're going to take this into the 24th of September. But you must get your butts there. The 24th of September, it is a non-negotiable if you want to take your business to the next level and come and have heaps of fun with all of us. Okay, so it's on the Gold Coast. So really jot that into your diaries. But our 90-day game plan, this is how easy and simple it can look, guys. You write down what you want for your next 3 months, okay? So, as I said, team, customers, promotions, club levels, becoming qualified, maybe looking at becoming qualified for your POB, which is 5,000 points, and it opens an extra 2% on all the level underneath you. It could be who can you help promote in your business? Who can you help get back into qualification? Okay, so who can we really, you know, we can set a goal for ourselves, but remember it is about who we can help. How many, you know, if you're bringing on a new team, are we going to start them strong? Are you looking for go-getters? Are we setting the intentions with them? So writing those, even if you want to jot some stuff down tonight as we go through it anyway. Is there any questions on that before I scroll through to the next bit, guys? Just take yourself off mute if need be. So I'll write some, I'll read some, is that someone wanting to talk? Some of my things that I've written down here is to help one of my frontline get to SSC QNMD. And that means that I need to help her frontline all get to SC and to bring on some new frontline and help them get to SDVF. So that's one of my big goals, is to work with her closely. Another one is to help her get to SC and to help her new team members get to SDVF and get into qualification over the next 90 days. Myself is bring on 5 new frontline, although that probably could be short. It's probably 2 not enough, and another 20 customers into my business. So, and to work on my personal development, into my leadership personal development in particular, to stay in qualification, to stay in POB, and to promote into SSC, really setting myself up for QNMD. So the next bit is, who do I need support from and in what form? Okay, so for you to reach your goals, who do you need help from? Obviously, we're going to be going upline. So is it your NMD upline? Is it your direct upline? Is it even above your NMD? Is it some of your sideline buddies? Who inspires you in your business? Who do you love working with? what three-way calls or coaching calls do you need? Is it Celine? Is it Fee? Is it Christine? Is it Linda? Who do you need an ass kicking from? Okay, because it's not in a bad way. It's going to help you grow. Okay, what events do you need to be to? Need to get to. So, are you plugging into events? Are you plugging into your training calls? Every team has heaps of training calls, guys, and I cannot tell you how important it is to get on those coaching calls. Even when you feel like it's like, oh, it's the same thing every week. You just never know what story you're going to hear or who you're going to connect with that you can friend on Facebook if you've never met them before, and they could, sideline with you and change the way you do your business. What events do you need to get to live? What events are you running live for yourself and for your team? What events are your team running? Personal development. Are you scheduling in your diary personal development? Are you reading a book at the moment? Are you sharing that book with your team? Are you doing any mentoring, any coaching on the side that's not Juice Plus related? Are you going to Toastmasters because you're nervous about speaking in public? And then your skill development, the best thing I've done lately is have GoPro on audio, and me and Eric, I swear he's like ready to propose to me soon because we're that close. We're like thick as thieves. But I'm picking up every time. I've listened to there's 3 CDs. I've listened to each CD, oh man, I'm thinking probably 20 times nearly. And every time I'm hearing something different. I'm hearing something new. So, and it's helping me with my skills in my business, the way I'm asking questions, the way I'm speaking about myself and my business. I'm now a network marketing professional. And I tell you what, that one line has just cut all the neg ferrets and all their bullshit, comments back. They can't, I'm not faltering. And now they're looking and going, I should really find out a little bit more. And that's just by listening and growing my skills and working on myself. So who do you need support with? Really have a think about it, guys. We are all here. I don't care if I'm not in your team. If I can help you, you holler out to me, you message me, you call me, whatever. So, who do you want to work with? Have you got a sideline buddy? Like Bron and I love sidelining together. We have lots of fun, So reconnect with your sideline buddies. Work out what you can do together, okay, and what you can plug your friends and your team into. Facebook parties. If you've never done a Facebook party, maybe have a look at how you do one of those. We've got scripts in our team. Try some different things. Maybe do some trials. Maybe, roll out your next program, your Juicy Body, or we do the complete transformation, or, come together and really roll some of them out. So there's so many different things that you can do. All right, so I'm going to roll down your memory jogger. So we've obviously, if you're just new, your memory jogger is basically getting all of the names, every name. It doesn't matter whether you think Juice Plus is for them or not. It's just getting their names out of your brain and onto a piece of paper. Okay, I have a diary just for names. If anyone found it, I'd probably think I was a stalker. But you just write every name down and some information about those people. And when you're doing that, think about your circles of influence. So the first thing I did when I did my memory jogger was to go through every name in my phone, every single name in my phone, then every single name in my Facebook, every single name through my LinkedIn, my email. And then I started to think about the circles that I hung around with. So it was the fitness crew at the gym, the coffee shops that I kind of hang out with, all the staff there, the touch footy crew, the vacation care, childcare people that I know, not just friends and family, but I just started to think about who do I come into contact with every week or every few weeks. And when you start to think about that, there's all these other names that you haven't even thought of to write down. Okay, so think about those circle of influences. If your child's at school or at daycare, or they dance, or they play soccer, or they're into music, you're going to be into music because you're going to hang out in that circle and you're going to meet new people. All right, so think about all of those circle of influences. And not just yourself, but your family and your friends with circle of influences. Who can you tap into? Who's the friends that you can ask to host a party? Oh my God, what am I missing out on, Bronwyn? You are laughing and I feel like I'm missing out. So, asking your friends to host parties, or to even invite to have a big dinner out where you can share your mission. So hopefully...
No, you keep cutting out, so all I heard was nothing. I heard these huge fart noises. I was just like, Candy. No. So I think it was you actually just breaking up a little bit.
Oh no! Hopefully it's not cutting out too much for you guys. And I'm hoping the recording doesn't cut out. Hopefully from my end it's not cutting out. Anyway, I'll keep going so I'm not taking too much of your time. Circle of influences, fingers up, thumbs up if that makes sense. Does it make sense, guys? Thumbs up. Awesome. Okay, the last thing that we look at here is I did it. Okay, so in 90 days, what will you be celebrating? When you get that goal, how will you celebrate? So my thing is I'm going to write my resignation notice or my resignation letter. That's how I'm going to celebrate, although it'll be really sad because I do love them. But, are you going to, maybe think about who do you want to celebrate it with? Is it the family that supported you, the friends that you've supported, they have stood by you for the 90 days, your kids? Get them to set how they want to celebrate with you as well when you achieve it. Your family, if they've looked after your kids, make sure they're part of it. Your team, of course, because they're going to be some of the biggest people that you want to celebrate with. How are you going? Maybe it's going out and buying, using that check to buy something nice for yourself. It might be it's not paying bills, just letting you know. You're not allowed to pay bills with that one. Something, make it mean something to you. Okay, even just a fraction. Take a good, no, not a fraction, a big chunk, and make it mean something. Okay, go the day out, take the family to Daydream, to Dream World or whatever it might be. But really celebrate what you've achieved. But I want you to write down how will you feel when you achieve it. But here's the kicker. I also want you to write down how will you feel if you do not achieve it. What have you got to lose if you don't achieve it, guys? Because as we've been learning lately, we're kind of driven more so by our pain than our pleasure. So I'm just going to stop share the screen for a moment. Hi, I can see your faces again. I've been talking to your sheets, so boring. Before I move on to this other form I'm going to pull up, is there any questions? Or am I frozen?
No, you're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
everyone's so quiet. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly share screen again. So what I do, I'm just going to show you one of my old ones. For my 30 days, so I printed off, it was like a Monday to Sunday, and it was basically events. I put in events and training calls and my non-negotiables on here first. And I just filled it up. I'm frozen. No. I filled it up. It was with one-on-one meetings. I don't know what's happening. It was with one-on-one meetings and events, live events. It was with Zoom events, and Hopefully that's okay. It was with calls. It was when I was running my reports. It was with three-way calls with my team. So really plan it out, map it out, guys. That's what your 30-day is all about, or your 30, 60, 90. Okay, I'm frozen. Is anyone else frozen?
Oh, you're all good, Candy, from my end.
Yeah, we've got you more clear than we have all night.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Because I am looking like a booze hag on my end. I'm like, I see beautiful woman's face, so that's great. So yeah, getting out it's not your grid, because your grid's with your names. It's just planning out what events. So if you do that and then your team does it, you can really work out where you can start to invite and get your flyers and everything ready and just go hard as a team, okay? I'm going to share this other document that Fee wanted me to share with you. There's two more, and I know I'm running way behind. Let me see. I don't think it wants to work. Oh. No. All right, no sharing of screen. I'll find it and pop it into, I might be able to just show you on mine. Oh, see, I'm frozen. I don't know if you guys can see this, because I'm frozen on this end. But basically it's just taking the month, today's day, the month that you're working on, your month intention, the meaningful word for your month. So it might be, driven. It might be no excuses, whatever it might be for you. And then you're going to write down 8 things that you're grateful for currently, and then your 3 big things that you want to achieve in that month. So it might be, I want to bring on 3 new team, 10 new customers, and I want to help, 3 team qualify. And then you're going to write down the 3 reasons, the meaningful reasons behind you to achieve this. So I don't know if you can see it, but hopefully you can see that document. So you do that one for July, for August, and September, okay? The last thing I want to show you, my audio. Can you see, if someone can take themselves off mute and just let me know if you can see this whiteboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, hopefully you can still hear me all right. Fee wanted me to touch base on to do, to da. So to do, to da. So basically I say A, B, C, D in each box. So the top corner here, the section A, is all of the jobs that you want to do in your Juice Plus business. So this is really helping you to eat that frog, as Fee would say. Let's say in your week, it might be that you need to run reports. You want to do your 2, 2, 2, and 2, which is 2 new reconnects, 2 new shares, 2 new business, and 2 follow-ups each day. It might be then your customer care that you're rolling out. You're going to add yourself to some meetup groups, and you're going to do a PD, reading a book for the week. Okay, so let's say for that week, that's what you want to really achieve. So the next step is B. It's taking all of the jobs that you want to do, and you need to now sift through what is a must for you to do. Because we can have a list that is endless, guys, but what is going to grow your business? So let's say you must run your reports. You must do your customer care. You must do the 2, 2, 2, and 2. Out of this list here, these are my musts every day or every week. Okay, if I don't get to a new meetup group, is it going to kill me? No. Can I pick that up the next week? Yeah, but I must do these here. Okay, then down this bottom, what will be on yours left, I think, corner, tar, which is C, the C column, is then taking this must and prioritizing it. So I'm going to say reports at the start of my week has got to be a priority because that's going to tell me what I need to focus on and how I'm going to help my team. My 2, 2, and 2 and 2 is going to be a priority because that's how I'm growing and expanding and having conversations. My customer care is number 3 because I'm going to choose, I'm rolling that out endlessly as a continuous thing. So then the ta-da, okay, is really breaking down each of these. So I might say run reports, but what does that look like? What reports? What am I doing with the reports? So what I do is I normally run my reports and have a meeting with Fee. So what I need to do, first of all, is schedule a time for Fee and I get together to go over reports. I then need to run my specific reports that I want to look at. So it might be my customer genealogy and my PVC for the team and maybe fast tracking, customer analysis to see where my team are for their fast track. Then I spend 10 to 15 minutes going over those reports, highlighting it, getting it ready for when I actually do go and see Fee. I then might check in with my team and go over the reports with them quickly so then I can take this to Fee and we can map out a plan for our team. Does that make sense, guys? So I've really just broken down what run reports means. What's the outcome at the end? And then I do that with the next one in the column, the next one in the column. So I'm really planned and I'm organized as to what I want to achieve. And I'm not kind of losing my mind trying to do too many things at once. So all of you guys are frozen on my end. So that's pretty much, guys, all we really wanted to cover tonight on the 90-day game plan. So I'm just going to stop recording and then just take yourselves off mute to ask any questions, okay?